They are going to continue Dragon Ball for decades. Welcome back to the weekly anime Kissaten. New shop, new name, and covering anime is a pain. And the joke is that the term weekly is debatable, but we have a ton of anime news to go through from the last month. With that being said, let's do a quick recap of the newest releases of the last month. Free and Beyond Journey's End is now streaming on Netflix as of March 1st in the US. Ping Pong the Animation has been added to Crunchyroll, subbed and dubbed, which is nice, but please just give us a dub of Prison School. And Haikyuu. Toilet Bound Hanako Season 2 now has new dubbed episodes, also on Crunchyroll. Pokemon Concierge first 4 episodes have now been pulled from the Pokemon channel's YouTube as of March 9th, so if you missed it like me, you'll have to wait till September when it streams on Netflix. With this series, the stop motion fits a franchise like Pokemon so well, kind of like stop motion and Japanese produced Christmas specials. It just works. And not a new release, but I want you all to have something new to watch that you may have never heard of, an anime pick of the week. With the anime pick of the week going to 1996 Shamanic Princess OVA. The hand-painted cell animation is more fluid than most static anime out there today. And during the battles, I was seriously feeling like I was watching a well-animated Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel, with the dub on this being better than expected from an anime in this era. You can find the 6 episodes on YouTube, but don't tell anyone I told you that. Okay, let's get into the news with our top story. The Dragon Ball franchise will continue for decades. In an interview with an executive producer, Akio Iyoku, it was revealed that new ideas are being brainstormed, and quote, "There is no doubt that Dragon Ball will continue for decades to come," end quote. This coming after the tragic death of the creator Akira Toriyama last year, with Dragon Ball Diamond being the last series he made contributions to, because who knows what a Dragon Ball without Toriyama would look like, aside from the movies. As Daima has been confirmed as canon, with the development reported taking 6 years as an official sequel to the Majin Buu arc, with Toriyama having pre-existing concepts of the story, such as the demon's pointy ears, making Mr. Popo a demon. Continuing Dragon Ball news, 88-year-old Masako Nozawa has won the Manichi Art Award. And while accepting the award, Nozawa stated that she will continue voicing Goku until she's 182 years old, as she has for the last 40 years. McDonald's Japan is region locking their anime ads. Users will need to use a Japanese IP address or access the content within the country, including this Miku fry shaking ad. Region locking the ads was noticed a year ago in March of 2024 due to Westerners being a bit crazy and suggesting that the ads were sexual or satanic. Once again, showing why we can't have nice wholesome things like fry shaking anime waifus. And speaking of wholesome things, a man attacks a Tesla station in Salem, Oregon. Now what makes this related to anime is that the man was supposedly wearing a Naruto headband. It's really hard to tell. I just wish they had images of him Naruto running away from the scene. That would have been way more convincing. In other news, Amazon is testing out an AI dubbing program for anime that doesn't have a dub. As much as I want an Oromo dub, I don't think people are going to go for this. Sub anime watchers would just watch the sub series, and dub watchers would not watch this at all. So then who is this for? They're going to test the program out with English and Spanish dubs, and all we can do is not watch. A college student has been arrested in Kanazawa for selling Bochi the Rock keychains because the Japanese copyright infringement laws are insanely strict. She supposedly bought counterfeit keychains, so probably ones off of something like AliExpress, and then resold them at a huge markup. That's kind of harsh. And as of recording this, we got the news that there might be a Dragon Ball remake, and honestly, I can't think of a more OG manga that needs a modern remake. During the Made in Asia event, longtime Dragon Ball animator and character designer Katsuyoshi Nakusuru seemed optimistic that it would happen one day. But it wasn't a confirmation of a remake like the headline wants you to believe. Just that he would be happy if he was involved or not. And he's worked on the franchise for over its 40-year anime run. And it's interesting to think about what a reanimated Dragon Ball would look like. Sounds like something I just said. And most importantly, would it capture the same feel of a grand adventure that the original did? That there is magic in the balls. Instead of the power scaling fights that most modern anime and Toonami generation fans are used to, censorship and stupidly strong villains aside, it'll always be about the magic in the balls. One Piece dub has finally caught up to the Japanese release after 18 years, as the dub episodes off the Egghead Island arc will start streaming on March 18th. Which we gotta give it to the crew of Funimation, now Crunchyroll, to adapt, translate, and dub more than 100 episodes, let alone over 1,000 episodes, is a huge accomplishment. It shows the dedication of the staff to bring this story in its entirety stateside, in what has always been a micro-niche form of media. Before we go, let's go over some of the new releases you have to look forward to. A new trailer for the Netflix Devil May Cry anime has been released, notably with the Papa Roach song Last Resort, as it will begin streaming on April 2nd, and let's be honest, the song should have been Click Click Boom from the beginning. Fire Force Season 3 is coming on April 4th, and it'll be the first part of the final season. And Fire Force is one of those anime where the story gets better the deeper you get into the series, then kind of slows down, then picks up again. Black Butler Emerald Witch Arc will start on April 5th, also streaming on Crunchyroll. The anime adaptation for the My Hero Academia spin-off Vigilantes on April 7th. And the new Mobile Suit Gundam GQUUUUX, I can't pronounce that, on April 8th. But with the production in the hands of Sunrise Studio and Hideki Anno's Studio Kara, yes, that Evangelion Anno, will this be the next greatest Gundam series, or forgettable among the other 15? We'll just have to wait and see. And how does Anno always pop up in these? And not anime, but I want to quickly mention Silent Hill F. The game looks absolutely incredible. I thought it was a Japanese horror movie at first glance, and it felt more Fatal Frame or Siren than a Silent Hill game. But like, where does this take place exactly? I'm super excited to play this, so while Konami took away Norman Reedus from us, at least we're getting this 10 years later. And with that being said, like the video if you made it this far, subscribe for more. No long outro, but just a really grateful thank you for watching. I'll see y'all next week. Maybe. 8 o'clock, we're closed. Don't tell anyone I do that. I do that at work all the time if I close, especially when it's 8 o'clock. Okay, bye.